Bible in a Year, the Message version, January 17 or Day 17, Genesis chapter 35, verse 1 through chapter 36, verse 43. God spoke to Jacob, "Go back to Bethel, stay there, and build an altar to the God who revealed himself to you when you were running for your life from your brother Esau." Jacob told his family and all those who lived with him, "Throw out all the alien gods which you have. Take a good bath and put on clean clothes. We're going to Bethel. I'm going to build an altar there to the God who answered me when I was in trouble and has stuck with me everywhere I've gone since." They turned over to Jacob all the alien gods they'd been holding on to, along with their Lucky Charm earrings. Jacob buried them under the oak tree in Shechem. Then they set out. A paralyzing fear descended on all the surrounding villages, so that they were unable to pursue the sons of Jacob. Jacob and his company lived at Luz, that is Bethel, in the land of Canaan. He built an altar there and named it El Bethel, God of Bethel, because that's where God revealed himself to him when he was running from his brother. And that's when Rebekah's nurse, Deborah, died. She was buried just below Bethel under the oak tree. It was named Elan Bekath, Weeping Oak. God revealed himself once again to Jacob after he had come back from Padan Aram and blessed him. "Your name is Jacob, heal, but that's your name no longer. From now on, your name is Israel, God Wrestler." And God continued, "I am the strong God. Have children, flourish. A nation, a whole company of nations will come from you. Kings will come from your loins. The land I gave Abraham and Isaac, I now give to you, and pass it on to your descendants." And then God was gone, ascended from the place where he had spoken to him. Jacob set up a stone pillar on the spot where God had spoken with him. He poured a drink offering on it and anointed it with oil. Jacob dedicated the place where God had spoken with him, Bethel, God's house. They left Bethel. They were still quite a ways from Ephraim when Rachel went into labor. Hard, hard labor. When her pain was at the worst, the midwife said to her, "Don't be afraid. You have another boy." With her last breath, she was now dying. She named him Benoi, son of my pain. But his father named him Benjamin, son of good fortune. Rachel died and was buried on the road to Ephraim, that is, Bethlehem. Jacob set up a pillar to mark her grave. It is still there today, Rachel's gravestone. Israel kept on his way and set up camp at Migdal Adgar. While Israel was living in that region, Reuben went and slept with his father's concubine, Bilhah, and Israel heard of what he did. There were 12 sons of Jacob, the sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, the sons by Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin. The sons by Bilhah, Rachel's maid, Dan, and Naphtali. The sons by Zilpah, Leah's maid, Gad, and Asher. These were Jacob's sons, born to him in Padan Aram. Finally, Jacob made it back home to his father Isaac, Emmaim, in Kirath Arabah, present-day Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had lived. Isaac was now 180 years old. Isaac breathed his last and died. an old man full of years. He was buried with his family by his sons Esau and Jacob. This is the family tree of Esau, who is also called Edom. Esau married women of Canaan, Adah, daughter of Elon the Hittite, Oholibamah, daughter of Anah, and the granddaughter of Zebeon the Hivite, and Basemath, daughter of Ishmael, and sister of Nebaioth. Adah gave Esau Elzephaz. Bethsmel had Reuel. Oholibamah had Jeush, Jalama, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, who were born to him in the land of Canaan. Esau gathered up his wives and sons and daughters and everybody in his household, along with all his livestock, all the animals and possessions he had gotten in Canaan, and moved a considerable distance away from his brother Jacob. The brothers had too many possessions to live together in the same place. The land couldn't support their combined herds and livestock. So Esau ended up settling in the hill country of Seir. Esau and Edom are the same. So this is the family tree of Esau, an ancestor of the people of Edom, in the hill country of Seir. The names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, son of Esau's wife, Adah; Reuel, son of Esau's wife, Basemath. The sons of Eliphaz: Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Eliphaz also had a concubine, Timnah, who had Amalek. These are the grandsons of Esau's wife, Adah. And these are the sons of Reuel: Neath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah, grandsons of Esau's wife, Basemath. These are the sons of Esau's wife, Oholibamah, daughter of Anah, the son of Zebeon. She gave Esau his sons Jeush, Jalamam, and Korah. These are the chieftains in Esau's family tree. From the son of Eliphaz, Esau's firstborn, came the chieftain Teman, Omar, Zepho, Kenaz, Korah, Gatam, and Amalek, the chieftain of Eliphaz in the land of Edom, all of them sons of Adah. From the sons of Esau's son Reuel came the chieftain Neath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These are the chieftains of Reuel in the land of Edom. All were the sons of Esau's wife, Basemath. These are the sons of Esau's wife, Oholibamah, the chieftain Jeush, Jalam, and Korah, the chieftains born of Esau's wife, Oholibamah, daughter of Anah. These are the sons of Esau, that is, Edom, and these are their chieftains. This is the family tree of Seir, the Horite, who was native to the land: Lawton, Sheba, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. These are the chieftains of the Horites, the sons of Seir, in the land of Edom. The sons of Lawton were Hori and Horman. Lawton's sister was Timnah. The sons of Shobal were Alvan, Manahath, Abel, Shifro, and Amnah. The sons of Zibeon were Aha and Anah. This is the same Anah who found the hot springs in the wilderness while herding his father Zibeon's donkeys. The sons of Dishan were Hemdan, Ishban, Erathran, and Kuran. The sons of Izur: Bilhan, Zavan, and Akan, the sons of Dishan, Uz, and Aran. And these were the Horite chieftains: Lawton, Shobal, Zibeon, Anna, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan, the Horite chieftains, clan by clan, in the land of Seir. And these are the kings who ruled in Edom before there was a king in Israel. Bela, son of Beor, was the king of Edom, and the name of the city was Dinhabah. When Bela died, Jobah, son of Zerah from Borah, became the next king. When Jobab died, he was followed by Hushan from the land of the Temanites. When Hushan died, he was followed by Hadad, son of Bedad. He was the king who defended the Midianites in Moab. The name of the city was Avath. When Hadad died, Samah of Maskah became the next king. When Samah died, Shaul from Rohabath on the river became king. When Shaul died, he was followed by Baal-Anah, son of Akbor. When Baal-Haran, son of Akbor, died, Hadad became king. The name of his city was Pale. His wife's name was Mehatabel, daughter of Madred, son of Me-Zahab. And these are the chieftains from the line of Esau, clan by clan, region by region: Timnah, Alva, Jetheth, Obahamahama, Elah, Pinon, Kenaz, Temnan, Milbaz, Maldel, and Aram, the chieftain of Edom, as they occupied their various regions. This account for the family tree of Esau, ancestor of all Edomites. Matthew chapter 12, verse 1 through verse 21. One Sabbath, Jesus was strolling with his disciples through a field of ripe grain. Hungry, the disciples were pulling off the heads of grain and munching on them. Some Pharisees reported them to Jesus. "Your disciples are breaking the Sabbath rules." Jesus said, "Really? Didn't you ever read what David and his companions did when they were hungry? How they entered the sanctuary and ate fresh bread off the altar, bread that no one but priests were allowed to eat? And didn't you ever read in God's law that priests carried out their temple duties, break Sabbath rules all the time, and it's not held against them?" There is far more at stake here than religion. If you had any idea what this scripture meant, I prefer a flexible heart to an inflexible ritual. You wouldn't be nitpicking like this. The man of God is no yes man to the Sabbath. He's in charge. When Jesus left the field, he entered their meeting place. There was a man there with a crippled hand. They said to Jesus, "Is it legal to heal on the Sabbath?" They were baiting him. He replied, "Is there a person here who, finding one of your lambs fallen into a ravine, wouldn't, even though it was Sabbath, pull it out? Surely, kindness to people is as legal as kindness to animals." Then he said to the man, "Hold out your hand." He held it out, and it was healed. The Pharisees walked out furious, sputtering about how they were going to ruin Jesus. Jesus, knowing they were out to get him, moved on. A lot of people followed him, and he healed them all. He also cautioned them to keep it quiet, following guidelines set down by Isaiah. "Look well at my hand-picked servant. I love him so much, take such delight in him. I've placed my spirit on him. He'll decree justice to the nations, but he won't yell, won't raise his voice. There'll be no commotion in the streets. He won't walk over anyone's feelings, won't push you into a corner. Before you know it, his justice will triumph. The mere sound of his name will signal hope, even among far-off unbelievers. Psalm chapter 15, verse 1 through verse 5. A David psalm. God, who gets invited to dinner at your place? How do we get on your guest list? Walk straight, act right, tell the truth. Don't hurt your friend. Don't blame your neighbor. Despise the despicable. Keep your word even when it costs you. Make an honest living. Never take a bribe. You'll never get blacklisted if you live like this. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 27 through verse 29. Never walk away from someone who deserves help. Your hand is God's hand for that person. Don't tell your neighbor, maybe some other time, or try me tomorrow, when the money's right there in your pocket. Don't figure ways of taking advantage of your neighbor when he's sitting there trusting and unsuspecting. This was a daily reading of the Message version of the Bible, read to you by Bible in a Year.